And you know, that's not only good news for the convention, but it's great news for Vegas. Still looking as though the Clark County School District has a little bit of work to do. They have had 5 fun-filled days in New York City. Men and women that help keep the city of Las Vegas safe. This is the 14-page arrest report and affidavit that describes the events that led up to this investigation and then to the arrest. It has horrific details inside. Police say a man shot himself in the head and the entire hotel had to be evacuated. Fox 5's Rachel Moore joins us live from the hotel with details. A very scary story out there tonight. Thank you for that report, Rachel. Police say no one else was injured or transported away from the scene today. How many times do you hand over your keys when you're getting an oil change or you drop your car off at the valet? Getting a huge facelift on the inside. Delano Las Vegas open for business officially today. They are blending the cool chic of Miami with the hot Mojave Desert. Not only could it bring in a whole lot of revenue, it would help diversify Southern Nevada's economy. And they went a little overboard, taking off huge chunks of the tree. A Las Vegas high roller looking to give back did just that today in Santa Monica. 59 rescues, that's nearly double from this time last year. Every rescue is unique, and each time the rescuers go out, they put their own lives in danger. This mock rescue started just like any others, suiting up.
Donnie, we're going to have you be the rescuer.
Team leader Sean Bunting assigns orders. Then a safety check, gear check, and repeat.
All right, let's get going then.
The mission, rescue a climber in his 30s that's fallen 15 to 20 feet. Team members rappel down, lowering the basket, loading up the victim, and then call in the chopper. Search and Rescue has a $7 million annual budget. Putting this Huey up in the air, it doesn't come cheap. It costs $1,000 an hour. And for such a small crew, they have a lot of land to cover. 8,000 square miles in Clark County alone, from the highest point of Red Rock to the depths of Lake Mead. Not only do search and rescuers hike in carrying heavy equipment and sometimes victims, they are also part of recovery efforts with an experienced dive team.
The hazards out here are huge. We're working in a vertical environment where there's sheer cliffs. When we're out at the lake, when you're underwater, that's all you have is your scuba pack with you. But a lot of risks come with their job. While this mock rescue was a success, that wasn't the case 2 years ago when there was an equipment failure and search and rescue officer David Van Buskirk fell to his death.
Each one of us knows that things can go wrong. And on that night, it went wrong, and we lost our friend.
Pilot Clifford Wicks was at the controls the night his coworker and his friend died.
The way I looked at it is, if it would have been me, that would have been the end of my life. I would want my team and everybody to continue doing what we do, because we do, the work we do, and being able to get people out of situations they've got themselves into. It's just what we enjoy doing.
At Red Rock Canyon, Tiffany Murphy, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas. It's likely that you've seen her work. Betty Willis, she created hundreds and hundreds of signs during her lifetime. The most iconic and well-known, the one behind me, Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas. It is well-known all over the world.
When I heard it this morning on the radio, I was like, I can't believe it's a woman that designed it all on her own, and it's that iconic. It's just like amazing, really.
Like any other day, a line to get a picture in front of the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign. It all started here at this unsuspecting home where neon sign artist Betty Willis was born, along a quiet street in Mawapa Valley, about an hour north of Las Vegas.
They asked if she knew who designed it, and she said, I did.
Betty lived with her only child and her cat Marmalade, their home filled with memories and her life's work, proudly displayed on the walls, plaques, and in books.
In the 50s, there weren't very many women at all doing neon sign design, and she was one of maybe 2 or 3.
A Renaissance woman of her time, she moved from Nevada to attend art school in Los Angeles.
She was learning more than she was learning in school, so she quit school and went ahead and just worked for the art company.
A few years later, she returned to the Las Vegas area, continuing her work as an artist. In 1959, creating her most well-known piece of work, but knowing she wasn't paid the same frustrated her.
She wished that women could make a man's wage, because she would have artists come in that would be hired by the different sign companies she'd worked for, and they were making more than her just because they were a man with a family at home.
Even in her 70s, she was still cultivating her artistry, working with her daughter at a family-owned sign business.
And I taught her how to use CorelDRAW, which is a graphics program. And she got so good at it that she was better than I was at it, and I'm the one that taught her how to use it.
And she was obviously incredibly proud of her work, but through the years she told her daughter that there was one part of the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign that she wished she would have tweaked a little bit before it went so global. We'll tell you what that is coming up at 5:30. We'll leave it there for now. Reporting live, Tiffany Murphy, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas. We begin Fox 5 News at 10 with breaking news tonight after 2 children are killed in a car fire. Good evening to you. I'm Tiffany Murphy in for Elizabeth. Thanks for joining us. Now this happened near Sahara and Boulder Highway. That's where we find Fox 5's Rachel Moore joining us live with more details. Hi, Rachel. A man has been arrested for the murder of his ex-girlfriend after police found her body underneath the floor in his home. Police arrested 58-year-old Valentine Cowell after going to a home near Las Vegas Boulevard and Lamb on Friday night. They were going there to investigate a report of a deceased person inside the home. Police say Cowell and the victim were at the home when they got into some sort of argument that finally turned physical. Hopefully you had an opportunity to get outside. A gorgeous day today. Nate is in for Les tonight with his first look at weather. Hi, how are you, Nate?
I am mostly sunny, Tiffany. How are you?
I am well. The Final Four down to 2. Duke faces off against Wisconsin in the NCAA championship game. Fox 5's Rachel Moore has more on one bettor who had a million reasons to root for one of the teams. A substitute teacher accused of sexual assault with a child under 16, and we learn now that he has worked at several high schools during the last few years. Metro Police arrested 48-year-old Kelly Hoffman on Wednesday. He's been in the substitute pool since 2004, but of course now he's been taken out of that. CCSD releasing a list of the schools where Hoffman subbed. Some of those include Green Valley, Coronado, Basic, along with others. We have the complete list on our website, fox5vegas.com. Now, the school district also releasing a statement today saying, quote, although there is no evidence or suspicion that the suspect had inappropriate contact with any students where he worked as a substitute, we still want to alert all our parents and urge them to talk to their children and report any suspicious activity, tips, or information. Journalists aren't supposed to be part of the story, but this is the exception.
His name is Justin, and he is going to share some tips on the perfect thing to do for the wedding.
I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you.
A Minneapolis reporter, Ashley Roberts, she was live on the air when her boyfriend joins her on stage. He pops the question. Of course, she says yes.
Oh, that was so, I know.
Sorry.
That makes me tear up too.
I was mocking. Sorry. Okay.
Oh.
Moving on.
I thought it was really sweet.
That was cute. Maybe I'm jealous.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Being pulled over by the police can be nerve-wracking.
Especially when you're told to get out of the car and put your hands up. Why this traffic stop turned out to be a good thing for one teenager. The grandson of late UNLV basketball coach Jerry Tarkanian has suffered a stroke. The boy, just 5 years old. His mother, Amy Tarkanian, who is married to the late coach's son, Danny, says the boy was diagnosed after a CAT scan. She posted the news on Twitter today and says he was complaining of pain in his legs. And there are very few doctors nationwide who specialize in pediatric stroke because it's such a rare condition. One of the closest to us is the University of California, Los Angeles. The latest robotic technology to help patients heal quicker was on display today. Sunrise Hospital and Cleveland Clinic Urology showing off the Da Vinci Xi surgical system. The robotic event open to the community to show just how that machine works. Recently, robotic systems were upgraded at Sunrise and Mountain View hospitals. This allows more patients to seek treatment here in the Valley instead of going out of the state.
Now this is the way to wake up.
One man orders a coffee and he walks away with a whole lot of cash. Just how much money Dunkin' Donuts surprised this lucky guest with?